So welcome. Faith is back on the channel to voice her opinion on her experience at Bournemouth University. So would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Faith Patterson. I'm a product designer and I used to recently graduated from Bournemouth University.
So could you tell the students / viewers why we're here today?
Well, we're having a discussion about the lack of resources in product design or uni in general, or is it just product design?
So what would you like to talk about? The uni in general or just your course? We could talk about both. Why don't we start with your course and then go to the uni? So could you tell the students what course you studied?
I studied product design BA.
So you just graduated in 2020?
Yeah,
And
4 months ago.
when you say the lack of resources, could you please tell us more?
I think what's going on in our course is that we only get resources if it's to the lesson. So for example, I think in like the first year, we made a vice and that was the resources that we gave to build the vice. But anything outside of that, where we're supposed to experiment or anything else, it was a no. I think it was only until final year we've got a bit of resources. Well, it didn't really help me because I didn't really need it into building my product. But I think in final year, everyone kind of got more resources to kind of play around with their product and stuff. But I really think that was a bit too late.
So do you think the university has the finances to give you these resources, or do you think it's more of it's unreachable to reach, or do you think they're just not trying hard enough?
I mean, what I kept on being told is that they can only produce so much funding. So we can't have that much, but we weren't really getting much in the beginning. So I'm not quite sure where the funding is going towards, but it would be nice if the workshop guys got a bigger funding. It would be nice.
So if we compared have you seen other universities like workshops when it comes to product design?
Yeah.
Do they like, if we kind of base it on the same level of Bournemouth? So what other universities workshops did you see that looked really good?
I went to the one in Coventry. Their one was huge, absolutely huge. Derby had a good one, but there's kind of a similar size, but still quite good.
Okay.
The biggest one I've ever seen was Nottingham Trent. Their one was an entire floor, and then they had like little sections of what you can go to, but it was absolutely huge. And there was a technicians just everywhere, like all the different areas around it. Yeah. So I find that quite good. It's the only point. I think the only downfall that they had was kind of like putting all the groups together. So I think it was product design engineers, electrical engineers,
so even though it's
everyone
bigger,
yeah,
it's just more people using the same thing.
Exactly. And that got kind of confusing in a sense. I mean, the teachers were there, but it's just you don't know who they were there for.
Okay.
In a sense.
So do you think if you came to the uni, you would understand, or is it more of just
I think if I did come to university, I would have understood. I would have adapted to their routine, more or less. I was just only there for an open day, so.
So why did you choose Bournemouth then? So if you saw Bournemouth, obviously it was smaller, but then you went to these bigger unis of product design. What about Bournemouth kind of caught your eye?
I think it was the beach and the fact that I can do a placement year. A lot of universities that I went to didn't really have a placement year, or if you are, they do offer placement year, but it's just like, okay, you're on your own at that point. So, well, either way, I was still on my own in placement year, so I had to find my own placement. But
that more support, that kind of like Bournemouth kind of had that. We'll help you kind of find a job if we can.
Yeah.
So if we go into like the Bournemouth University now, where did you think Bournemouth lacked its resources?
I personally don't think that Bournemouth is big enough. They take
Okay.
in a lot of students, which is great, absolutely great. But the campus itself is
Mm.
pretty small for the amount of students that they're trying to enroll. It just seems like every year it's just more and more and more being shoved into the university, and you don't have the facilities to accommodate them at all. I
So
guess they're building it, but
I was going to say, so yeah, so it's obviously, again, I'm just going to remind when this has been set. It's 2020 now, just near the ending. And I know they've just built the health facility for the, like, the
yeah.
doctors, and they've just built that building. The
Oh wow.
building's just been built for Gateway. That's going to take all the media students, like the creative programming, computer games. And they're
Oh,
apparently building a computing and psychology building behind that building. So do you think the additions of those three buildings could maybe regulate the amount they're taking in, or do you think it's still too much?
no, I think that's really good. It's just that I didn't hear nothing for product design. The course is getting bigger, engineering is getting bigger. Everyone else, our course and actually the whole design course is getting bigger. It's just that we don't have the actual facilities to hold them. I
So do you
mean,
feel forgotten about then?
kinda, especially with, I mean, the workshop has they got timetables in the
Mm.
workshop, which is fine. But like I think it's just a computer and it's just finding spaces to put us. I just feel like, okay, let's just allocate in the random space and just put them there. But from what I remember, which was like 4 months ago, we only had one, two, three, four rooms with little less than 60 computers for like over 200 of product design, and then you've got industrial design that's supposed to share it, and engineers, and it's just it's
It's not enough.
nah. I mean, it's great, I can see. I really wish they could build another building for psychology, because it's a lot of them.
So psychology is going to be sharing with computing, actually, is what I
Oh.
believe. I think from what I remember what they said, the new
Mm-hmm.
building is going to be for psychology and computing, because the newest building that's being built is for, don't quote me, by the way, do research if you're listening.
Yeah,
This is from what
okay.
I remember. But it's just, so the new building that has just been built is for students to do, like, like computer gaming, animation, and at Bournemouth, obviously, and all those
Mm-hmm.
like kind of creative, kind of like gaming, animation kind of side of it. And then the
Mm-hmm.
new building being built behind that is going to be computing and psychology. And then obviously they've just finished the one for the doctor students.
Right. So is that down where, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the building.
So the
So
doctor
is that
students is on Lansdowne.
right?
Is literally, if you take the U1 bus, kind of trying to explain it obviously for anyone who's not been to Bournemouth. So if you take, let's say you take the Bournemouth bus, when
Mm-hmm.
you're out, it's next to it's opposite Cranbourne, opposite there's accommodation up right above, no. What's the accommodation opposite Co-op? Not the Co-op, the gas station, Co-op, the little Co-op under a little house. Is it Cranbourne?
Under a little house.
No, okay, Bailey Point. Bailey Point at the corner.
Uh-huh.
Next to Bailey Point is, you know what?
Oh.
We could do this. Don't worry. This is the fact. It's because it's like as I said, a podcast kind of set, and we can literally do. It's a free. There's a freedom. So if we just, let's go, make it easy. Go to
Uh-huh.
Dorchester House.
Uh-huh.
Let's just slap Dorchester House in, and then let's just jump in. Okay. So we have, okay, Dorchester House. Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we just, so Dorchester House is there.
Mm-hmm.
This is Bellerton.
Yeah.
Home Park's up there, right?
Yeah.
If we go down this road, we have this is behind here. They've changed this building. Do you remember it being called just under here a Lansdowne Point? No.
Yeah.
Lansdowne. Yeah.
No.
Now it's called Capling.
Capling.
It's called Capling now.
Okay.
And
Why
then
did they
obviously,
change it?
you're asking the wrong guy. This is now a new building they've built I
Oh
think
yeah.
I can't remember who it's for. I think it's privately rented. I don't think it's a student, but it's got students in it.
It's
And then
accommodation.
yeah, it's accommodation, but I don't know what they're doing with it. Like if it's like for students or just for general.
Oh, students.
It was just still for students. Oh, okay. And then obviously now they've opened up this little section here. So now you can walk right through to the other side.
Okay.
So if we go down here to the other accommodations, there we go. We just keep going. And then, what's happened there? Down here. And just for students watching, by the way, curious, when you look at Lansdowne Point and people say the strip, this is the strip they're talking about. This is the bars. I don't know if you've seen yourself, the bars, the clubs, all down there, 5 minute walk. So if we come down here now, don't need that. So this is Co-op.
Oh,
this is Bailey Point. Purbeck, Oxford Point. Is there accommodation there? And then there's an accommodation back here, but then we want to go here. So what's this?
Oh, is that? Oh,
this is Cranbourne. Yeah, Cranbourne.
Cranbourne.
And the new building is right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So this is the new building for I believe the NHS students and the like what's it called? If we search Gateway.
Because they used to did they? I think they were. See, this is me forgetting names now. So there's another, you know where the library is in Lansdowne?
We can go to the library, but this is the building here. So as I was saying, facility of health and social science. So they've made it like,
That is really cool.
Yeah, like you guys really have been forgotten, to be honest with you. So then if we go to library, you're talking about on campus, right?
Yeah.
So if we go to Talbot campus, and then we just drop ourselves in, not Arts University, we don't talk to them. No, I'm joking.
The university is bad enough, but
you say naft? They get really offended.
Their university is better than ours. It looks really nice over there. Yeah. It really looks like an art university. They even got lights in the pavement. I was so jealous. Just so jealous.
Where are we? Where
coming up the back way.
I've lost. This is arts. That's why, because I don't go to arts. Okay, so if we go to Bournemouth, it's a bit of a mad one still. If we go to Bournemouth, okay, so this is the front. So if we go down this road, because you said next to the library, right?
That's no, in Lansdowne. So next to the library in Lansdowne. Yeah.
Okay,
because I feel like they moved. I think next to the library in Lansdowne, the building on the opposite side. I thought that was for the nursing and doctor one, because they had like an ambulance bit next to it.
So this is Home Park's here. The library's here, isn't it?
Go straight down. No, the other way. Yeah, straight down. There you go.
This way?
Yeah.
I believe there's a building here.
That's the library and also some other classes.
Too far.
No, I could.
Here, this?
No, keep going.
Keep going down.
Yeah.
This is.
So.
It says this. Oh no, that's the student union.
There it is. What is
Which
it?
One?
No. That one that says Omari. There it is. The BU University side. Yeah, that one.
This says it's the student union.
Oh, I always used to think it was for health and like for doctors and all of that, nurses, because there's like a ambulance that's always by it, and then you would see like nurses and all of that. That's always there.
They could have moved your the whatever it's called, the building. I don't know. I don't really. I live on Lansdowne, but I don't. It's not my campus to know what's around. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So I was gonna say so obviously they have. This is the new. This is for us. Remember, I said we had a new building.
Yeah, that was already built. This is
our new building.
Yeah, when I was there, like when that was built. I know that one.
So right now, that is what's there already, and that's for the computing and the animation. And this is what they're building for us. Well, I say for us. By the time they finish it, I'll be gone. So
Okay.
they had pictures of the inside. I remember because they always flex it at the the open days.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
this is our new thing. It's gonna look amazing. But then obviously, by the time it's there, you're probably not even gonna be able to use it. I'm trying to find. There's not really any pictures, but and then we have the building. I think it's the Fusion building. No, that's the
Yeah.
Eating building, isn't it? Or is it?
Eating and lectures,
Yeah,
no?
that's the Eating. I'm trying to find the building for the computer animation students that they've just built. Is it this? No, that's Paul Gateway. Is it called? Yes. So here's the new building for the animation students.
Ah, yeah.
So they have like green screen and music rooms but then obviously looking for your facility,
It's not
they
there.
have a movie. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
they had like a theater and a movie thing.
The whole theater room. That's
Yeah,
so yeah,
music
it's
studios and everything.
you that's
And
crazy.
we're just like, where's ours? Okay.
Because I've seen on campus what if I go to Google Maps, I'm just seeing what this is. Oh, okay, that's nothing. Because I've seen on Google Maps, if we go to the Talbot campus, you're in like when you walk in, to the right is your facility, right? As you're walking in.
Yeah.
So if I drop, no, that was not a good place to drop. I keep dropping near the Arts University. I don't know why. That's Winton, Bournemouth
Because you
University.
keep on dissing them so much. That's
Nah,
just wrong. That's
I
just
haven't
wrong
had
now.
anything wrong with Arts University. It's just a different unis. I've just heard things about the uni. And apparently
Lie.
Bournemouth University don't mess with Arts University. But that's
No,
just what I've heard. So just to confirm, so it's right here, right? Is your facility?
that's the workshop. So
Oh,
we also have, you see that building next to it?
I know what to do. If you want to find a virtual tour of Bournemouth, here's the link. See what I'm doing there? See what I'm doing there? It's on the page. It's on the
There you
website.
go. There
On the
you go.
website. Just quickly, I hope it's on there. If it's not on there, it's going to be very bad. The fact that I'm recording. Important links, and then we go to virtual tour. See, it's right there. It's right there.
There you
Straight
go.
to it.
There
We're
you
going
go.
to design and engineering.
Yeah.
Design and engineering. So if we could actually go into your what's going on? Oh, related. So let's go into it. So pool house.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? That's not.
No,
not, that's for computing.
third floor. If you go down,
Which one's yours?
CAD lab. Go to CAD lab.
CAD lab. Oh, CAD lab. Is
there
that
you go. Yeah.
This is. Oh, there's a 3D printer.
Yeah.
That's kind of small though. Wait, is that one for all of you?
Oh no. That's just one in the workshop. So there's not that. That's just, I think that's someone else's, or probably Russell's or anything else. But that's just one, and then there's two. Next door is industrial design. But if you go through the other room, you see.
You need to give me the rooms.
Oh.
The base. If we go, I think it's here. Which theater?
That's not even on. No, we don't have a specific theater. We just have CAD rooms.
It's because I picked design and engineering and it said related to selected subject.
Yeah, I think
Innovation Center.
Yeah, that's the workshop. Okay, that's all the workshop.
What do you find wrong about this workshop then, if that makes sense?
It's too small. it is. I mean, for me, I think it's too small.
So who would share
they've
this?
done so all of us. But it's just when it's product design, it's for product design. And then when it's like engineers, everyone has like their allocated slot and everything else there.
So you all share it, but you just use it at different times.
Yeah.
And how many people do you say? So that's the outside. That's what I was talking about. Why I said this is where you walk in. How many people on your course was there? Oh.
So in the beginning, we got told that there were 200 of us. Then it dropped down to 180. And then I think in the final year, I think it was like 90 or 80 still. That was all in there.
3D printers.
Yeah, that we're not allowed to operate by ourselves
Oh, so do you get
and
to go and
have to
hit this
pay
room,
for.
or
No,
you're just off guards?
yeah. So you would send your 3D print to some, I think, a teacher that works there. Then you would pay for the 3D print, and then you can
You have to
come and take it
pay.
there. Yeah, and this ain't free. No, no.
What if it's to do with your course?
So, so
You still have to pay even for some. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't. I'm
oh
trying
yeah,
to
the
find
gym.
things that are relevant to your course. We have a ability. What?
There's that. Oh no, that's for the student.
That's
Isn't that for sports therapy or
yeah, but
sports
it says
course?
rehabilitation.
For who? Is it for a course?
I'm
No one told me.
but
I could have gotten massages. No one told me.
the thing is, this is saying this is all the stuff relevant to your course.
That ain't none of it's relevant at all. I mean, I could sit down there, but that's mostly it.
Careers, that makes sense. And then Lansdowne, what's that? Talbot. Oh,
Medical
Student
center?
Village.
A student.
So is there anything relevant here? Oh, it says there's nothing relevant on the Talbot
Mm-mm.
campus.
It's only the workshop that was there.
It says there's nothing here relevant.
No. Oh, that's rude.
Oh, that's the prospectus. But if we look at the prospectus, because you said it's changed now, right?
It should do, yeah. I feel like, well, I think they renamed the industrial course to Product Design Futures.
Oh,
And
let's just.
from
Could you
the,
give us the course name, because that's taking a while to load? So product.
oh, my course or,
Yeah, your course.
oh, Product Design, that's it.
Bournemouth. Let's see if anything's changed. Oh, okay. BA Product Design. So we could actually do something very helpful for some students today.
Yeah.
So blah blah blah. Yeah, product design. We want to. So it's 20 blah blah blah. 4-year course, 3-year placement, accredited.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. So what is team project?
So in the first year, you're most likely going to be doing, well, throughout the whole thing, you're going to be doing this massive put into teams, let's build a product. Like, for example, in my first year, we did about, what was it? Toys, yeah. So we got put into groups of 6, and then we had to create a toy for any sort of reason. I think it was disabled kids that were doing it for disabled kids. I think there was another one. I think the other first years they did cutlery, so they get put into that as well. So I think in the first year it's all about team building exercises and stuff. You get to know who you never want to talk to or be in that team again. It's a process. It's a very good process.
So here it says you will engage in collaborative teamwork across so like you just said, pretty much just doing teams.
Yeah.
Design communication. What is that?
So you have to present and your ideas in a more design way. So I think at that time they're going to start teaching you SolidWorks, Photoshop. I don't think you'll be using engineering, but I think you are going to be more or less talking about the design of it, like the actual interface of it, what it would look like, and why is it moving that way, more than the manufacturing part.
And then we have, I'm just trying to see if it goes into any details why but I think this is a bit much to, if you really want to know what the course is, you can go look at that. Yeah, or you could listen to this. But let's go to the next one, which is Materials and Technology A. You will learn to apply a range of fundamental mathematical and engineering principles to analyze basic design product problems. Lab sessions develop your ability to select, test, exploit materials and manufacture process in the synthesis of product design solutions. What does that mean? It's long.
So yeah, well, anyone who's starting it will find out it's very long. It's so long. I think in the whole of it, it's basically you, like it says, you're basically finding out what is different type of materials through testing and all of that. You have to learn a lot about metals, plastics, how they're made and all of that. And also it relates back to the lab sessions as well. You'll be learning like tensions and all of that. So it's different types of units that you'll be doing, but I liked it actually, especially the lab sessions, because
So
you get
kind
to
of,
like destroy materials in it. So it's
so it's
cool.
kind of like just testing and making to see what works, what doesn't work, or why it doesn't work. How the advantages and disadvantages in a way to kind of base.
Yeah.
Just trying to make it on a basic term for students who obviously want to study it to kind of so they can kind of prepare. And
Yeah.
this unit will further develop your knowledge. Why? So this is just the same thing in more detail.
Yeah, but I think that one is to do with the workshop sessions. So
Oh,
in the
okay.
workshop sessions, you will be experimented with different types of materials, but most likely metal and plastic. So you'll be doing the same, but just kind of putting the theory to use in the workshop.
The unit to design project one, the unit aims to develop a holistic, did I say it right? Holistic approach?
Yeah.
Holistic approach to design that is creative, dynamic, and structured, thereby encouraging the development of creative and analytical thinking in design. You will create a physical and or digital model, prototype, or visual and present the result in a professional manner. So just like a create it, show me what it is, show me your creative side, and present it.
Yeah.
To
So
kind of
for
just,
most people, that's terrifying. You will have to stand up. I think, let's see. Yeah, I think you do two presentations that are grouped and one that you have to stand up in front of everybody and say, and they're timed as well. I think in the first group one, it's not really timed. I think it's about 5 to 10 minutes, and they're like, oh, it's fine if it goes over. But the ones by yourself, you have to dress up. Well, in all your ones, you do dress up, please, because you
that's up
will be
how.
scrutinized, like in a kind of a business manner.
Ah,
You see people coming in suits and stuff like that.
professional.
So
Like it's a
yeah,
professional.
so you come in and then you do your presentation on what you created, why is it useful, and to whom is it useful in.
So
So
pitch it in a way.
yeah, just a heads up, anyone who is scared of presenting, you're gonna have to get used to that because it's a lot more coming in the second year and in the final year as well.
Okay, so design studies one. This unit will develop your understanding of contextual and historical design issues and perspectives, and your understanding of the application of psychology and psychology and sociology for
Yeah,
effective
economic.
ergonomic.
Yeah,
What is that? What does that mean?
ergonomic. Oh my, it
Related to
is.
related
Yeah,
to design
base.
for efficiency and comfort in the work. Oh,
Yeah. So
okay,
you have to design like appropriate sizes. So
okay.
say for instance, like you're designing a mouse, you can't make it too big, you can't make it
Can't
too
make it too
small.
small.
It has to
Okay,
fit
perfect.
proportionally to like a human hand.
So do you have like an average human hand size? It's just or fits all because obviously everyone's hand is big, different.
Yeah, so what we've been taught, you have to design from the 5th to the 95th percentiles of human beings. Anywhere outside of that, gonna find it hard to fit into that kind of
Specifically
average.
for that little 1%.
Yeah, I mean, you see it in clothes, you either like between the sizes of 6 to 14, I think. Anything other than that, it's a bit, but it's the same thing.
What did you pick in your second year?
My second year,
Which modules did you pick, or do you have the set modules?
that's the set modules.
You just
You
have
only
the
get to pick on final year whether you're doing a BA or a BSc.
okay. So if we just quickly go through these, I can't even say the word, manufacturing and technology, just quick shoot it out, quick words, what it is.
Workshop. You're going to be doing like a lot of stuff with materials and workshop, getting used
Product
to
design
machines.
tools.
Product design tools is SolidWorks, Photoshop, any Adobe suites, and anything else.
Product design project.
That is how does it fit in like a humanistic setting as well as a technology. Like I would say it's more of electronics and testing it on somebody.
Product design projects to be. You solve
Um,
increasingly complex design problems and expand your ability to employ materials, media, techniques, methods, technologies, and tools associated with the product. Design through drawing, modeling, computer visualization, and physical prototyping using skill and imagination.
oh, that's basically you just drawing and then bringing it to life in CAD and then it's all a process. Drawing, CAD, then prototype.
What's CAD?
So CAD is SolidWorks, which is most likely what we're going to be using. It can be AutoCAD as well. It's
What
like a
you're saying words, but if you're not
oh,
product design
it's
tech, like
it's um it's basically a
software,
software
that's
for
fine.
creating.
Software, we'll just leave it at software.
Yeah.
Make it simple. So create on a software, make in real physical.
Mm-hmm.
Management and commercialization.
It's based. That's business. That's just business
So
and law.
selling it and stuff, and make sure you don't like copyright and all that good stuff. The business
Yep.
side of product design. Design studies too. This will build on the design experiences in the first year, developing your sensitivity and awareness to the aesthetics of design and effective.
That's all of it in one.
What do you mean?
It's
That's
all
it.
of the
That's the whole.
yeah. It's all
Oh,
yeah.
lit. Okay.
That's basically the conclusion to everything. That's the last thing at the end of the year. That
So
is
which
it.
one did you finish on?
Final year. So I think everyone does the same topics, but you're split off into BA, which is Bachelor in Arts, and BA and BSc, which is Bachelor in
Science.
Science.
Yeah.
I
So what's
forgot
the
what the
difference?
C was. So Bachelor in Art, you're mostly focusing on the anesthetics and why it looks that way
Mhm.
and how you can make it more creative. And BSc is more or less the electronics of it.
Mhm.
It's less human. It's not like um, it's not you that has to control it. It basically does it all by itself, more like robots and everything else. Whereas BA is more like, okay, you're getting the human to interact with the actual thing. And that is sectioned off by what you propose you're going to build or what you propose you're going to create in your final year.
So
So
what
you're
did you
supposed
create?
to. I made a menstrual device for women who suffer from bad cramps, and
So
they were kind of like indecisive on which one I should go into.
does your degree cover BA then?
Yeah,
Bachelor of
yeah,
Arts, because it's
yep,
more human orientated.
yep. There you go.
Okay. So I just like as a, like some final notes as we kind of polish everything up. Have you been to this festival?
No, I was supposed to go to that festival, but I was in Canada, and then I was supposed to do it. Like we were supposed to present at it this year, but COVID. So
Yes.
no.
I was gonna say, is it? Can you quickly like briefly explain what it is, or
So this is the part of your final year where you created it, you finalized your product, and you've done. Now it's time to present it. So you get a stall, and it's kind of like a little festival that you go through. You get a stall and everything, and then people come around and ask you, "Ooh, what did you build? Why did you build it?" and all of that. So you make it, you spent the whole year making it, and then you present it in this festival.
just trying to find pictures of the festival, really? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that was it. Yeah, that's it.
So so it's on Talbot campus.
Yeah. So
So
everyone in your year is presenting what you've made, like what they've made, everyone.
okay.
And then people come in, you might get job opportunities, you might get people wanting to actually build your product and stuff. Not bad.
Like you could actually get someone could actually invest in your product.
Yeah,
You could bring it to market.
yeah.
That's crazy. So if we kind of just do some final notes, as I said, as you know from the interview, we have our summary where you could say what you want, but what you like, free for all. The floor is yours.
Um,
So to kind
I
of
would
sum up
say,
what we spoke about, it's kind of like we spoke about the problems you had with universities' facilities, how you've kind of been forgotten as product designers because of all these new buildings for all these other subjects. Then we kind of went into your course and explained what things actually are.
I think when it comes to product design, I think we are kind of forgotten. It's there because the only thing that's added on to our course was renovating the workshop, and they only renovated it because they wanted to put the new animation building. They wanted to take the workshop and put it away because they want to put that building there. And they still wasn't big enough because we found out that they actually made it smaller, which was horrible. And then on top of that, there's less computers and there's less resources for materials. I do feel like the course is good. It just needs a lot more investing into it. I mean, if you are going to product design, I'm not discouraging you in any way. Go for it. It's actually a good course, but just be prepared to know that you're going to have to spend more money. Like, for example, I spent a hell of a lot on my final project. Some people spent more than me. I think my rough estimate is like £500 to £600 on my final one. So if you are, work hard, but know your limitations. If you can't build it, then don't build it. Don't go bankrupt over it. Just try and know what you are doing and how you're going to do it. And have a laptop, please. That's very vital. Just please take a laptop.
Do you make any suggestions for any good laptops? Or because obviously I'm in my head as a computing student, I think you're going to need a good laptop with some good power behind it, because you're going to be running like prototype animations and like building stuff, and computers, if you're building stuff on a product design level, it's going to be very power heavy.
No, you're absolutely correct. If you have like a weaker laptop, then that is going to struggle with your programs, running your programs. It's going to struggle. So please invest in buying a good laptop. It's expensive, but that's necessary. Because if you want to be using like the uni ones, you're not going to find that much spaces. And especially with COVID around, buy a laptop.
Okay, so if you want to end the video day saying, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm plugged in.
All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm plugged in.
Amazing. Thank you.